Gents, it's over. The new James Bond film, No Time to Die, this is Daniel Craig's last outing as 007. So the question, gents, is who's going to replace him? Now the bookies, and yes, they do bet on this, they've got actor James Norton with 2-1 odds. Richard Madden, he's in second place with 3-1 odds. And coming in with 4-1 odds, we've got Outlander actor Sam Heughan. I actually like this guy because he's expressed interest in playing the role, said what actor wouldn't want to play James Bond? Also, he's Scottish, so that's a plus. Now those guys are great, but they're kind of boring. What if we could consider anyone for this role? First up on my list, Emily Blunt. Now I know what some of you guys are thinking, Antonio, who wants to see a Jane Bond? You've gone totally PC here. My response to that, go watch Sicario. Go watch A Quiet Place. Edge of Tomorrow, Mary Poppins. This woman can do action. I've seen her kill all types of aliens and bad guys. She can play a stuffy British aristocrat, and she's married to Jack Ryan. Seriously, if Emily Blunt took on the role of 007, I'd go watch it. Agree? Disagree? Let me know down in the comments. Next on my list, we've got Henry Cavill. So first up, taking out the bad guys. This former Superman has taken out Steppenwolf and Doomsday. And his ability to dress sharp, guys, are you even questioning this? Did you see him in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.? Just a great sophisticated look there. And let's not forget about Mission Impossible Fallout. Yeah, a lot of his looks were casual, but he did dress up, and man, when he did, he nailed it. Also, little known fact, he auditioned for the role whenever Daniel Craig auditioned for it, didn't get it because apparently he was a little bit too fat.
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
Yeah, hard to believe when you look at the guy now. But a little bit of history here. Pierce Brosnan actually reapplied for the role when he couldn't get it the first time because of Remington Steele back in the 1980s. So me personally, I would love to see Henry Cavill get the role of 007. Now really quick, I want to talk about gadgets because if you're a diehard James Bond fan like me, you love it when gadgets pop up in the film. I mean, there's so many great ones. Cars that have machine guns that fly, that dive underwater, watches that fire lasers, rings that break through glass. And let's not forget about the Anson belt, which has made the bell hole obsolete by using a micro adjust system that adjusts to 1/4 of an inch. All right, so I admit the Anson belt has not yet made its debut in a James Bond movie. Now, gents, Anson is the sponsor of today's video, and I've been raving about him for years because I love what these guys do. Let's talk about the interchangeability of their belts and buckles. So any of these buckles will go with any of these belts. So what you see here is not 3 combinations, but 9 different combinations. And don't even get me started on all the different strap materials and buckle types. So guys, go over to their website, look at all of the different combinations, the options that you can put together. You can go with bright colors, you can go with casual, you can go with simply a black or a brown, whatever it is you need, Anson's got it. And if you want to present this as a gift to your dad, to your brother, to any guy that would appreciate it, what I love, the packaging is beautiful and the belt is adjusted to fit them. So it doesn't matter if they've got an 18-inch waist or a 50-inch waist, the belt will fit because you cut it to adjust your unique waist size. And that leads me to talk about their customer service because there are other companies out there that make belts, but why go with Anson? Because they take care of you like they take care of family. Seriously, I've had you guys write me telling me the stories of how, oh, I cut my belt too short. And I wrote Dave saying, hey, I made a mistake. Can I order another strap? And he says, don't worry, I will just send you a new one at no cost. And that's why I love this company. Yeah, they've got a great innovative product, but they also take care of the customer, you, and that's what I'm looking for in companies I support. That being said, I bet even James Bond would love to have one. So gents, I'm linking to Anson down in the description of today's video. Use that link, go check him out. An amazing company. I'm proud to support him. Next up on this list, I've got actor Tom Ellis. So a lot of you probably haven't heard of this guy, but if you watch the show Lucifer, you know what I'm talking about. Sure, he plays the devil, but man, can the devil wear a suit? Seriously, Tom Ellis in Lucifer not only looks good, but he's had some action scenes, and what I love about him is his personality. He's actually a great actor, and I think that he could actually find a way to fill this role. Maybe some people think he's got too much personality, it's not going to work. I don't know, I can see it. Next up, we've got Idris Elba. So he's got a lot going for him. First up, he's authentically British. Next up, he is in great shape. The guy looks amazing, and of course, he knows how to dress. And a little known fact here, he's big into cars. Specifically, he has a Bentley Continental GT Speed, which if you know your Bond, this is the type of car that James Bond drove in the novels, and Idris is an amazing driver. He's actually set some speed records with this vehicle. And let's not forget Idris and the ladies, he drives them absolutely crazy. So yeah, would Idris Elba make a great James Bond? No, he would make a awesome James Bond. Next up, we've got Tom Hardy. So we don't see Tom Hardy dressed up too much, but when we do, like in the movie Legend, he's wearing a tuxedo, he looks amazing. Physicality-wise, he is a top-level specimen. I mean, the guy looks great, he's jacked, and he would look awesome in a suit. But the real reason why so many of us would love to see Tom Hardy in the role is because Christopher Nolan has talked about actually directing multiple James Bond movies with Tom Hardy. Can you imagine Christopher Nolan coming in and taking over the James Bond franchise? I mean, where would we go with this? That just blows my mind. So yeah, Tom Hardy, Christopher Nolan together in a package deal, that is hard to beat. But with that in mind, let's talk about Vanessa Kirby. So I have to admit, when I saw this woman in Hobbs and Shaw, I absolutely loved it. I mean, she was good. I mean, really good. She was also in the movie Mission Impossible Fallout, so this woman has a lot of experience in high action films. So we're okay on the action side, but what about her ability to get dressed up? Well, let's go look at her work in The Crown. Yeah, I think she's got what it takes to look sophisticated, to work in that high-class atmosphere that James Bond does. In this case, Jane Bond. And to be completely honest, I find her gorgeous and amazing to look at. Her face is just beautiful.
On that, we agree.
So yeah, I'd love to see her as Jane Bond. Next up on our list, Charlie Hunnam. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are going to say, no way. Everything I see with this guy, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, he can do the action stuff, but the energy, there's just something about this guy. He's too rough. He's too low class. He would not make a great James Bond. And that's why I think this choice works. So let's go back and look at him in Sons of Anarchy. Guys, he was brutal in that show. And guess what? You've got to be tough if you're going to be James Bond. But he can still get dressed up. Let's look at the movie The Gentleman. Guys, he's got a lot of style. He looks amazing in this movie. To me, gents, this is like yin and yang mixing here. We've got polar opposites, but when they come together, they form something unique. This is what Charlie could bring to the role. Next up, let's throw out a curveball. Benedict Cumberbatch. So if you've seen him in the series Sherlock, you understand that this guy can dress well, that he can wear a wide variety of outfits, he can look good, and he can definitely play the part. He understands playing the detective, being able to see things for how they truly are, and so he's got the very inquisitive approach and mind. But what really put him on my map was seeing him in the movie Doctor Strange. What I liked about it, yes, he can dress up, he can look good in a tuxedo, but he also has attitude. And it's just a bit of arrogance, but it's backed up by his ability. And I think that that's something I like to see in James Bond. I like the fact that sometimes he does things which you're like, oh, what a prick. Well, on the other hand, he can back it up. Next up, we've got Tom Hiddleston. Now, my first experience with Tom was seeing him in the movie Thor. He played Loki, and I have to admit, if that was the only performance I ever saw, I wouldn't really choose him for James Bond. But if you haven't seen the movie The Night Manager, you want to go watch it because this is his audition. This shows that he has the ability to play James Bond. And in fact, another former James Bond, Roger Moore, recommended that people look at Tom Hiddleston after this performance in The Night Manager because it was so convincing. It was like, wow, this guy has what it takes to play the role. And speaking of Roger Moore, before he passed away, another actor he thought would make a great James Bond, Aidan Turner. Now, a lot of you guys probably haven't heard of Aidan Turner. He played actually in a series called Poldark, in which he was an English operative, so doing a stealthy role. He also looks amazing in a tuxedo. But again, it's one of these characters that you maybe haven't heard of this guy, but when you look at him, you see his acting chops. You're like, you know what? This guy could fit the role beautifully, and he's not going to bring any additional baggage to the role. Now, what about Damian Lewis? Dan Stevens? Or Nicholas Hoult? Gents, I want to hear from you down in the comments. Who did I miss? Who do you think would make an amazing James Bond? So what video to watch next? How about how James Bond breaks all the style rules, but still gets the girl? Find out how, guys, in this video right here.